Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to the Recycling Ltd Q4 FY24 earnings conference call hosted by Kirin Advisors. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode. There will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during this conference, please signal an operator by pressing star and then 0 on your touchtone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Ms. Chandni Chande from Kirin Advisors. Thank you, and over to you, ma'am.
Thank you. On the behalf of Kirin Advisors, I welcome you all to the conference call of Recycling Ltd. From management side, we have Mr. B.K. Soni, Chairman and Managing Director. Now, I hand over the call to Mr. B.K. Soni. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Chandni. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am delighted to extend a warm welcome to everyone joined us today for this conference call to talk about the fourth quarter and annual results for the quarter and year ended 31st March 2024. I am joined by Manisha Jina, our Company Secretary, and Sanket Munde, our Accountant. Ecorico is India's premier e-waste management company, which started the journey of e-waste recycling almost 20 years before, with a very clear focus to follow globally accepted practices, which meets the standards set by the MNCs and global brands in the electrical and electronic manufacturing segment. Ecorico has always believed in innovative practices and setting up the industry benchmark, which meets environmental and ecological obligation of all the stakeholders Ecorico. Ecorico never believes in cutthroat competition to achieve higher volumes of tonnage, but high level of services to its clients who does not hesitate to pay as per their standards in the developed countries. Ecorico provides all the services under the umbrella of e-waste management, beginning from collection to compliances, to all its clients, whether MSMEs or MNCs, producers, and other generators of e-waste who desire to dispose of their e-waste as per the norms of the e-waste management rules and Environment Protection Act. As you better know, producers of electrical and electronic equipment have an additional obligation to collect or get the e-waste collected to meet their extended producer's responsibility, commonly known as EPR. Although EPR was first introduced in 2016 rules, but Ecorico started its participation when CPCB launched an EPR portal to transfer credits to producers through this digitized and documented mechanism. I am pleased to share that in February 2024, a new capacity of 18,000 metric ton per annum to recycle e-waste have been established, and also got the permission from the Maharashtra Pollution Control Board as a consent to operate at the new premises of Ecorico in Vasai, Maharashtra. There may be some obvious curiosity. What was the need of setting up a new capacity when the earlier capacity of 7,200 metric ton is still pending to be fully utilized? I would like to clarify and inform that India generates 5 million metric ton of e-waste presently, and looking at the obligation of the producers as well as of the large corporate consumers of electronic devices, the demand will surge with the time, and therefore having a facility with higher capacity in place well in advance, and that too out of the internal non-interest bearing funds, is the best approach to avail opportunity as and when crops up because of the stricter implementation of the rules and circular economy policy of the central government. It takes almost 1 year to build a green shoe facility, and if Ecorico awaits orders from clients versus approaching them with the higher available capacity, gives a leverage above the competition. It may not be out of place to mention that Ecorico is confidently widening its wings to reach with the global MNCs to service them for their e-waste generated in their India offices. Looking at the credentials of our company, I am proud to share that Ecorico became the first member of TERA, the world's premier network of e-stewards and R2 certified e-scrap and IT service providers. This milestone is a recognition of our commitment to pioneering sustainable e-waste management practices in India. I am pleased to further share that Ecorico has geared up its action awareness drive among the individual consumers, shops, restaurants, schools, and other establishments. In this direction, on Global Recycling Day, Ecorico and Book My Junk deployed 5 teams equipped with tailor-made vehicles for collection of e-waste from the above consumers and collected an impressive 10,940 kilograms of e-waste from almost 1,000 such generators, including MSMEs, shops, restaurants, and others, who prefers responsible disposal practices of such hazardous waste. Now let's talk about the financial highlights of Q4 FY24, and I hope all of you had an opportunity to go through the numbers. In Q4 FY24, your company's standalone revenue surged impressively by 78.33% year-on-year basis to 8.56 crore, and EBITDA reached to 4.29 crore, reflecting a remarkable year-on-year growth both in absolute numbers and in percentage terms. Moving to FY24, standalone revenue continued its upward trajectory and grown by an impressive 52.26% year-on-year to 32.63 crores. EBITDA for the year reached to 21.10 crore, resulting in a 2,911 basis points increase. Profit after tax for financial year 24 stood at 16.20 crores, demonstrating notable year-on-year growth of 162.56%. There are several factors which have contributed to the growth. The increasing awareness of extended producers' responsibility obligations amongst other companies who were at the fence so far but envisaging stricter provision of environmental compensation are gradually joining the bandwagon. You will kindly appreciate that our fully compliant facility support to major global brands in meeting their EPR obligations commands a premium for our services. The increasing success of EPR rules is a confirmation of acceptance of government policies and approach. This further justifies our gradual investment in infrastructure and technologies to be ready to avail rising demand and growth in revenue from e-waste recycling and EPR fees. I am proud to share once again with all, but more particularly who may not know, that Ecorico's efforts were lauded by the Prime Minister Shri Modi ji in his 97th Mann Ki Baat on 29th January 2023. Similarly, on 2nd October 2023, Dr. Jitendra Singh, Minister Central Government, had flagged off India's very first and so far the only recycling on wheels smarter facility in Delhi, introduced by Ecorico. Looking ahead, we remain dedicated to enhance capabilities to meet the expectations of the clients and authorities by delivering our services which they can compare with our global peers. We are keenly exploring opportunities in emerging markets, in emerging e-waste market abroad, evaluating strategic partnerships and business with multinational corporations and brands who are committed to follow global best practices to safeguard their brand image and local compliances. I strongly believe and with full confidence that the policies and practices chosen by EcoReco will establish EcoReco as a preferred partner among all the stakeholders to avail its services with greater trust, which will eventually lead to a significant growth. As you better know, the journey of e-waste recycling is very long, and generation of e-waste will only increase in proportion to the consumption of electrical and electronic devices, digitization, automation, and central and state government's policies. With the above note, I express my gratitude to all our stakeholders for their kind support and trust in EcoReco and its innovative initiatives. I now open the floor for questions with a request to kindly raise one question per participant. In case you have more questions, we may take up offline at a mutually convenient date and time. Thank you so much for your kind attention and patience. Chandni, it's for you to go ahead.
Thank you very much, sir. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on their touchtone telephone. If you wish to withdraw yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to please use handsets while asking a question. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, as this conference is scheduled to be for 1 hour, we request you to please restrict your questions to 1 question per person. We will now wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. The first question comes from the line of Shubham from Ayush Agrawal Research. Please go ahead.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for the opportunity. So, sir, currently, what is our capacity utilization for the plant? Previously, you have said that you are focusing on low capacity utilization with high value. So, are we moving forward with that particular strategy, or are we changing our strategy to move towards higher capacity utilization? Thank you.
Okay, Shubham, first and foremost, as I mentioned earlier also, that present capacity utilization is close to about 4,000 metric ton out of 7,200 metric ton, which is nearly about 60%, which actually speaking, we were hoping to reach to 75% by June quarter itself, and then we are hoping to reach 75% to 80% by June, current quarter, and then also will further increase our capacity utilization out of the 18,000 metric ton what we have set up.
Okay. Thank you. I will rejoin the queue.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Jishan Singhi from Krijuna Research and Analytics. Please go ahead.
Thank you, sir, for the opportunity. First, I would like to ask that if we see in the financial statements, your other income has been decreased. So, what does it constitute? I would like to ask that.
Sorry, can you repeat your question, Mr. Singhi?
What does that other income constitute in the financial statements?
Okay, got it. Okay. So let me give the brief breakup about the other income. Okay, so this is consisting of 3 elements. One is obviously the income from investments to the tune of about 2.15 crores. And second is fair value of the investments what we have made is about 2.45 crores. Put together they consist of 4.6 crores. And there are small gains from dividend and income from interest and all. So 4.6 crores is consisting of that.
Okay. Thank you. And next, I would like to ask that for your lithium-ion batteries, that which process do you use in your this plant for the lithium-ion battery recycling?
Okay, so it's a dry process what we use and up to black mass only. The facility has been set up to only make the black mass, and further for that technology we have tied up with CMAT, Hyderabad, for the chemical process to be adopted at later on. Once the capacity utilization is of significance level, that time we will utilize the chemical processes. But at this point of time, we are just going for the black mass.
Okay, so that means if once you are aware with that chemical facility, then what will be your average realization?
It's difficult to say because the price of cobalt and other metals keep fluctuating a lot, including the prices of the dead batteries also, you know.
Okay.
So price prediction is very difficult, but yes, we safeguard our margin all the time.
Okay. So going further, what will be your revenue mix in terms of this e-waste and recycling of lithium-ion batteries between them?
Yeah, okay, I'm taking up this third question from yours, but otherwise kindly restrict it to one to others also, please. Okay. So you said the revenue from e-waste recycling, right?
Yes.
In the next year, you mean to say?
Recycling and this lithium-ion battery plant. It's going further.
That I'm sorry, I won't be able to discuss the projections with you at this point of time.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Viraj Mahadevia from MoneyGrow India. Please go ahead.
Hi, Mr. Soni. Encouraging performance over the last year. However, I'm surprised that the revenue in Q4 has not seen a meaningful uptick, given that EPR is online, given that most of the electronics players are looking to comply and recycle their waste. How come some of that hasn't shown up in the revenue base? And also, have you had any EPR revenues in Q4?
Okay, so let me tell you, the EPR portal, which really started only in the month of 19th of March. Sorry, it was shut down from 19th March to 20th of April 24. So hardly 15 days revenue was booked in the EPR portal by all the recyclers, which did not meet all the obligations, whatever were given to us by the producers, and those have been made after the restart of the EPR portal on 22nd April to 27th April, we make out that obligation. So you will see the difference, the kind of EPR fees in the current quarter of the running year.
Understood. And why didn't we see a ramp up in tonnage in Q4, to my same question, of core operations of recycling?
Yeah, that is a core operation of recycling does not mean always that the tonnages has to come. If I keep buying the freezers and washing machines, which hardly generates me a profitability of 10% versus the laptops and the other electronic devices, which gives me handsome margin, I believe as an investor, both of us will prefer to have the high margin business rather than only capacity utilization.
True, but has the high margin business not started coming yet?
Request you to please rejoin.
No, it is there. We are doing it to the extent whatever we are capturing from the market. So it's not that the competition is not playing its role, but we do the business only with the multinational companies who agrees to our kind of profitability rather than the volume. So if I give an example, if suppose I work for a margin of 15-20%, then I could have done a business of 10,000 metric ton as against 4,000 metric ton. But the profitability would have remained almost same. So my preference is to do 4,000 metric ton and earn the profit as against 10,000 metric ton. I believe that's a good policy, and I would certainly like to have your opinion on that.
Sure. No, I think that's a good policy. The question, sir, is only why has this low-sized electronic material not come your way meaningfully, given that policies are all in place, is my simple question.
Correct. Yeah.
I'll come back. Thank you.
Yeah, please. Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we request you to please restrict your questions to one question per participant. The next question is from the line of Ayush Agrawal from Ayush Agrawal Research. Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. I just had a question regarding the EPR piece. If you could just quantify how much of it has been collected and the guidance for the same in the coming future.
Good. Ayush, we did a business of 1.5 crore of EPR in the March quarter, and I won't be able to disclose the tonnages associated with this because that's the USP of Ecorico. And the remaining in as far as the first quarter, what we booked in the June quarter, it's substantially higher than what we have booked in the March.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I'll just join the queue now. Thank you.
So nice. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Parv Jain from Nivesha Investment Advisory. Please go ahead.
Hello, Suni sir. So congratulations on receiving this Terra Group affiliation. It is a really good advantage that we have. So my question pertains to page number 12 on the investor presentation. So on that page, we have mentioned that Ecorico can now recover valuable elements such as nickel, manganese. So in this terms, are we looking to change our business model in terms of supplying the black mass and now switching to directly recovering these metals and then selling them ourselves? Is that the way forward? Is that correct?
No. That is the futuristic plan. Okay. Presently, we are limiting it to only to the extent of black mass. And what you are reading on page number 12 is the technology what we have acquired from CMAT is capable to do that.
Okay. So for the near term, at least we'll still be dealing in the black mass only.
Correct. So the reason being that the supply and the demand both have to match with the economics.
Right. So just a small question on this side. What would our mix be for this quarter? Data destruction, refurbishment, and recycling.
So in the previous quarter, we did the business of data destruction of around 1/6. So that is close to about 10% we did the business of data destruction, and we hope to continue the 10 to 12% in the current quarter also.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Anmol Grover from Master Trust. Please go ahead.
Hello, good afternoon, gentlemen. Am I audible?
Yes, Mr. Anmol, go ahead.
So I just wanted to understand your performance quarter. First of all, congrats on a phenomenal year. Congrats on your capacity as well. I just wanted to understand the margin dip that has happened this quarter and what to expect going forward.
No, I don't think, Mr. Anmol, there is a margin dip, but you will kindly notice that the tax provision, income tax provision and everything put together. So after profit after tax has come down by that amount only, and we have provided for about 1.5 crore in the first 3 quarters and raised it by about 2 crore in the last quarter. So the impact is because of that.
Sorry, I missed the initial impact is because of what?
No, I said that the profit after tax is lower, as you are noticing, is because of the impact of the income tax, which was provided for in the last quarter to the tune of about 2 crores.
Okay, no, but your EBITDA margin also dipped. So, in Q3, we did a EBITDA margin excluding other income, which was 70%, 45% this time. So, that's what was my question on.
No, EBITDA margin has not come down. It is far good. What is the percentage you are looking at? 45%?
45.7% to be precise. About 3.7 crores of EBITDA.
Okay, I'll check on the number
This is excluding other income, just to be clear.
Sorry?
I'm calculating EBITDA excluding other income, just to be clear.
Yeah, of course, excluding other income only. So let me just look at the percentage. I have not noticed it carefully. 1 second. So EBITDA is up by 2,911 BPS.
I was asking quarter on quarter because we were doing consistently about 50% margins, but it dipped this quarter, so just wanted to know the reason for that.
No, I am sorry. Quarter on quarter basis might be a variation. Yes, you are right.
Yeah.
But
So
overall,
is it sort of a cyclicality thing that's happened in Q4 is usually a little lower margin for you, so, or is there something else? Just wanted to understand this.
No. So repeat your question, Anmol.
I just wanted to understand, so like I said, your EBITDA margin has dipped to 45, which was above 60% consistency over the past few quarters since you started ramping up your capacity, right? So I just wanted to understand, is this a quarterly cyclicality that we are looking at for Q4 might be a lower margin quarter for you generally, or is this just a one-off blip because of some other reason? And maybe because of the fire that happened in January, and just wanted to understand the reason.
No, I don't think there is except probably some kind of inventory change might be there, or sale of the items may be there. There may be difference between the two items. That is the reason why. But anyway, I will look into. But overall, it is maintained a good level of.
Yes, I mean, overall for the full year, you have done very well. And just wanted to know if you could give some guidance for next year. And that's all.
Right. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Brooks. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Namish Gupta from Namish Gupta and Company. Please go ahead.
Hello.
Yes.
Sir, is my voice audible to you?
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay. So you just informed that you have booked a EPR of 1.25 crores in
1.5 crore.
1.5 crore, correct?
Correct.
So, I mean, has your sales decreased in March quarter from December 23 quarter?
No, it's not like that. See, the EPR fees is what we upload on the portal of the CPCB, no? That is what the fees, what we can charge to the customer. We have done the business and the production and sales, everything was there up to 31st March 24. But since the portal stopped working, and therefore we could not pass on the credit to our customer between 19th March to 20th April 24. And therefore the credit, the EPR fees did not get generated in this last quarter.
So otherwise there is no change. I just want to clarify, sir. I mean, have we, in this revenue of 8.05 crore, have we booked EPR credit revenue of 1.5 crore in this, or it does not?
No, it is there. It is there in that.
If it is there, then I am asking, sir. I mean, last quarter our sales was around 7.47 crores. So if I reduce by EPR sales, March 24 quarter sales, then our sales has reduced. So that is why I'm asking the reason of decrease.
No, you are absolutely right. And as you rightly mentioned in between, on 15th January, there was a fire. So almost for 1 month, the operation, we could not do the sales, So that was one of the reasons. You are right, absolutely right.
Okay, fine, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Ashish Soni from the family office. Please go ahead.
Sir, the last few quarters have guided that your capital utilization will go up in next 2 years to 100%. So how optimistic are we to achieve that? Because there is some blip this quarter, right?
No, I don't know where are you getting these numbers of the deep and all. But anyway, coming to March 25 and March 26, as I promised, we are very hopeful that 50% capacity utilization by March 25 and almost 100% capacity utilization by March 26 will be achieved. But what I'm understanding from the communication of other investors, also including you, that capacity utilization in terms of tonnage is more important to, it looks like, versus the policy at Ecorico is high value recovery from lower capacity utilization and keep the capacity unutilized for utilizing it for high value items all the time. If I block my capacity with the low value item and generate a margin of 10-15%, and I fail to avail of the opportunities of the high value material coming in, then I believe my profitability will be lower, my dear sir. So we have to decide on one particular policy together about capacity utilization or profitability.
Okay. Other thing is this TERA certification, that membership you got, right? So how much headway does it give against competition in terms of attracting new brands or new customers?
Great. This is one of the finest things. So, TERA is a global body which has about 110 recognized recycling facilities